why is this a group of guys that the fans should be excited about?
Well, I think we have a good mix here with the older guys that have been here in the past, and seeing some of the younger guys coming up from Abbotsford, and Braden Coots coming in from junior hockey here. So I think it's a good mix, and it's been very inspiring training camp leading up to this point. So I think the team is ready, and the staff is ready to get going here.
Obviously, Braden earned his opportunity to start the season here. Do you see him as being a viable option for the entire season, or is that just going to play out in the first 10 games?
I think we owe it to Braden, obviously, that he earned his way to be here today, and looking like he's playing on Thursday. But I think we got to be a little bit careful here and evaluate as we go along. No difference from what we have done since he earned his first game in Seattle and continued to earn another day. So he's young, but he's playing a very, very mature game. So we'll see here as we move along.
Patrick, you've got a couple of guys on IR to start the season. Can you give us an update on where they're at and what their timelines might look like?
P.O. Joseph, we wasn't ready to participate in full practice here today. He's a little bit banged up, and we decided that he wasn't an option for the game on Thursday, so that's why he went on retroactive IR here today. Teddy Bluger is still not skating. He got injured the last game against Edmonton, so I don't anticipate him being out maybe another week, but potentially. And then I think that's it. Did I miss anything? Höglander, yeah. I just saw him in here in the gym, so great to see him here. He's working his way through here, but his timeline is in check. What we said there after the surgery.
We've talked a lot about Braden Coots. What about Jonathan Lekermacki and the jumps he's made in his game coming into this camp? What has he shown you?
Really well too. I think he learned a lot being in the American League last year, getting a taste of the National Hockey League. Had a really short but good summer, came in good shape here, and I think he just continued to grow every day in camp. Seems to have different swagger and confidence, and I like how Evander Kane has helped the young guys there on that line.
Just on the Bluger injury, did that factor in the end at all in terms of deciding to keep Coots? Like, it made it easier to keep him?
Not really. I think Braden had earned his way into the opening night roster regardless.
And just on, you mentioned the older guys, but do you think of this as a young team now? I mean, you've got these rookies, you've got overall youth.
I feel we're still a fairly young team. We got a couple of guys that hit the 30 mark, but I think a lot of our young players or players that have been here for a while are still fairly young, and that excites them to have another wave of young players coming in with some youth and energy, and I think that's you see that around the league, that definitely inspires the older guys, or more the veteran guys, when young guys are grabbing a spot there.
Patrick, do you think the identity of this hockey team has changed with the infusion of the youth?
Definitely part of it, but also part of how Adam wants to play. A little bit more aggressive, more puck hunting, pursuing pucks, and being quicker out of our own end, and activate our D a little bit more.
Braden Coots has obviously shown you a lot. He's sort of passed every test that's been put in front of him, but it gets real on Thursday, right? It's a whole nother level. With an 18-year-old, like, what kind of markers will you be using to evaluate, and what do you look for now that he's made the NHL?
Yeah, you're right. I think on Thursday is the real test. We know that it's a difference from the preseason here, but he's such a mature kid off and on the ice here, so I think he's level-headed. I think he doesn't get too far ahead. I believe that he's preparing himself for just the next day. So I think it's more load management, matchups. I think those are things that comes into the coach decision how to play him there. But in terms of skill set and in terms of how he fits in with the group, he's been he's been impressive up to this point.
You mentioned load management there. How important is that going to be, not just with young players, but with all your players, with the compressed schedule this year and the Olympics and all of that?
It definitely something we talked about, and always the recovery is important. But I think in this case, we feel that we have a lot of options that currently didn't make the team here to start with. That doesn't mean they're going to be seen up here. I think Abbotsford is a great destination, and the coaching staff and the development staff have done a good job to preparing those kids whenever an opportunity comes up.
Is this a playoff team?
I believe in the team we have here. We all know the parity of the league and the condensed schedule and health, but we're very excited about the group we have here, and more so how they come together and how they bought into the coaches and how we want to play, and they seem to have enjoyed coming to the rink, and there has been a lot of laughs, and coming together as a team has been important for Adam, and I give the players a lot of credit.
How much of the belief is your goaltending tandem in the way you've reconstructed your defense, which is much better than a year ago?
Yeah, again, with a healthy Thatcher Demko, in my opinion, is one of the top goalies in the league, and Kevin Lankinen showed last year that he's capable of being a top goalie as well. So obviously that helps, and we're pleased with our back end and the competition there that we have. So obviously that helps a lot.
And your captain's pretty good.
My captain is very good.
We got one more question. We got footy coming in here. Then we'll open the room.
Where do you think the 5 guys from Abbotsford who have made this team have gotten better, that they're prepared to spend the entire season here? I mean, we know of obviously them winning the championship, but I think of Baines, putting more points up on the board for you. Carlson, the same thing. Lecker-Mackey doing what he does. Where do you think they're best prepared for now?
Well, to be honest, I think the mental part, it's you coming up and playing a couple games, and for them realizing that, what do we do here in order to stay for long term? And I think that's one thing that I recognize this off-season, how they prepare themselves and coming in with a little bit more swagger and understanding that every day you're going to earn it. And as Adam has mentioned to them, you're not getting judged on goals and assists. You're getting judged on how you play within the system and play for the team. And I think once you learn to take each step, things will come your way, and eventually you get to points.